Good morning, folks. It's 5:35 a.m. Friday, December 4th. December 4th, that's 12-4. 4 is fortitude, 2 is understanding, coming together, harmony, and one is of the self or everything. And that's kind of what this is about, having the fortitude to understand what's going on with everything, which is also number one, but also what's going on in your life, which is also number one. 5:35. 5 is movement. 3 is for people. It can also mean like happiness and gift, but it's about people, and it's a positive thing. And then 5 is movement again. So moving for the people to help them move, and that's exactly what this is about. We're going to talk about a lot of things. I'm going to do it as quick as I can. I'm actually very anxious to get back into talking with Karen. She had sent me a link to a gentleman that's got a website, Dabu7, but it seemed like it was Dabu77. I took a picture of it and send it your way. And I'm going to send it your way here in a minute. Can't find it right now. That's funny. Anyway, you'll see on the site itself. I wonder if they were taking it down. Nah. Anyway, so you can watch it for yourself. You can watch it off my little tablet, that 10-inch tablet. And actually see it. Anyway, I've talked about the animals leaving. They're going to. It's part of my energy outside, what I am. I say it's my energy. I'm part of it. I'm the bigger part of it. I don't care how you look at that. It doesn't matter. I have to be as truthful as I can. Anything I say, but sometimes it's so hard to figure out what to say, and especially never let anything be about me, because it's not. It's about all of you. Some of you are tired, some of you with wonderful hearts are tired hearing me say that. Please understand, we have new people coming in all the time. Most of you, when I talk, I don't have to look at you, I just talk. And you understand, you feel. My energy comes out, it goes into you, it talks to you. Okay, that's why we have so many subscribers. With the fact that I have so many videos and so many subscribers, excuse me, try dividing one into the other, and you'll see that there's a good ratio. They had it on YouTube once, the percentage of people that listen and then subscribe. It was like 56%. But anyway, it goes up and down. And where I'm trying to go with that, this stuff is important. You'll hear it. You get that feeling. Your spirit guides tell you it's important. It's about you. It's your world. I am what I am. I don't matter. What matters is you waking up and understanding. It's not me, but my words that are important. The message that I have for you, about you. That's what's important. Okay? Like I say, I'm the janitor. You need to forget about me, but listen to what I look at the building, the clean building that I leave you to work in when I go. Excuse me, I mean when I finish work for the day. Excuse me. I've been up for a little while. Sinus is still draining. Yeah, wait a minute, studio, cut that out. Bring that back. We don't want people to see that. I'm about as natural as it gets. Anyway, let's take a look at the video. This is a little more about the animal death I was telling you about. Folks, I don't make this stuff up. I'm looking at what's going on. I'm very much a part of it.
This is Dabu 7, and I have reported on a lot of animal deaths, a lot of mysterious mass animal die-offs, ranging from the smallest algae to some of the biggest animals out there. What you're looking at here is the most shocking case of mass animal deaths that I've seen to date. You're talking 337 endangered whales that have been found in southern Chile, all along the coast, and scientists are saying that they discovered these, started to report this on November 17th. But only now is it starting to get out here. There's been a cover-up, and finally this stuff is getting leaked out to where people can get this information out, people can see what's going on. Now, back in May, in the same part of this region, they discovered 30 whales that were dead. And at the time, they were baffled. They thought maybe it's a virus. They promised to launch this investigation, do all this studying and testing. They never released any findings. And at first, they said they started off and it was like 20 carcasses. But then by the end of this whole investigation, they were literally blown away. They said they found 305 carcasses and 32 skeletons. This is the single biggest mass whale death known to science. And these whales can weigh up to 50 tons. And they usually live in deep waters that are far from the coastlines. They feed on krill, other small sea creatures, and they use this filter system to be able to take all that in, filter it out, and eat it and digest it. Now, sometimes these microbeads or plastic pollution can be one of the things that take these animals out, but they're saying in this area, the rough seas on the southernmost tip of Chile, this shouldn't be the issue. And for whatever reason, they're not stating what they're finding as to the cause of why all these animals are dying off. And down here in Chile, this is an area where we've seen some big quake activity here recently. And this may be tied into that. Now, regardless if that holds to be true or not, this is the single biggest mass whale death, mass animal die-off with this large of a species that I've ever seen. And what they're saying is that is even known to science. It's pretty big, guys. That's apocalyptic in nature. When you have no answers, animals of this size are showing up dead in these numbers. And if they do have answers, they're surely not sharing them with the rest of us. So this one, topping the list, and this is the latest in a string of events that we've seen around the globe. I'm going to leave a link, keep you guys updated with more. If I come across it, hopefully we don't see any more, but at this rate, it's almost a given that there's going to be something else pop up. I think we need to look a little bit deeper at these events to find the cause, because it could be tied into something a lot larger, a lot more important that we're not seeing. This has been Dabu7. Peace.
Okay, that's about the whales dying off. The gorillas are going to be going here soon. Everything's going home. This thing with the whales, they don't understand where they're going, what happened. They just, they can't hardly figure it out. It's just like the Sega antelope. It was time for them to die. If you look at these whales, they talk about, the gentleman talked about a nice guy, man. Feel the heart in that guy. He's strong solar plexus, but he's got beautiful heart energy. Man, he's got that nice light lime green energy coming out of his heart, which is spiritual awakening. It's spiritual healing. It's very nice. He mentioned an earthquake that was in that area, and they didn't know if that had something to do with it. Well, if that had something to do with it, the only way it could affect it would be the the food chain, the small food fish that they eat, would be killing them. But if you notice the carcasses, they're not skinny. Okay, they're full size, full, whales, just like the Sega antelope. When they eventually go in there, they're going to find out that their bacteria literally evolved into something different. It mutated, and it was mutated on purpose to take them out. Because they're going. Creation is built wrong. It is being changed. What was running it is now dead, destroyed, is not coming back ever because there's nothing left of it. Not even there's nothing left of it. Yeah, I'm a little aggressive on that. I've been waiting so long, so very long, for what's just now happening, to get rid of the scum that was running creation, that was asked to stop, that was told to stop abusing, and now it's gone. Excuse me, now it's gone. And it's just a short matter of time before real strong change happens. But animals have been abused more than anything else. They have to rip each other apart just to eat, for the most part, killing themselves. Those of you that are religious and believe in a passionate God, where's that? And people say, oh, well, God's teaching us our lessons. Really, what lesson? That it wants to beat the crap out of you? That it wants to make you suffer? Because that's what it does. That's what's going on. That's what creation is. These solid bodies, physical mass, slows down frequencies, and it makes it more negative. Negative is not bad, it's negative. It's just simply what it is. But the more negative something is, the less heart energy it has, and the more abusive it comes towards others. So it has to be kind of watched. That's what the great angel Lucifer is all about. He was so big, or he is so big, but it was so big, parts of him needed to be deleted from what it was put through. But the largest part of him is still, in storage. Everything's been affected, but he was protecting everything before anything else was created yet. And people in the religions call him the devil. You're kidding me, right? And like you look at the name Lucifer, it means of the light. It's spirit beings that are positive can be very arrogant. That's more of a problem than the negative, big time. Something that's negative frequency does not mean it's a problem. Something that's arrogant always is. And the arrogance was bred into everyone. It's not a basic frequency, it's just a thought process. Once something has evolved, once spirit has evolved to a certain point, it can be bred by being told too many lies and making it arrogant. That's what the original first being did, to keep the chaos going. Because the first original being, what y'all call God, okay, that's now dead, literally made chaos in creation to grow the spirit while it was in body, so that they could eventually get to the point where the two spirit halves, your actual spirit mate, they got together and they released a third of their energy. That way, instead of being 100 million new souls coming out, or spirits coming out, there'd be 100 billion, and there'd be more praising them. Sick, but true. You can go back into sometime in February and hear where I talked about the animals leaving in number. Large numbers. Then at the end of March, all over the internet, the Sega antelope, 134,000 dead. Like at least half the population of them. Now these whales. But there's other stuff going on you'll find about later. Gorillas are on stage to do it. They need to leave. Everything, the animals are leaving, I'm telling you. Okay? Something else. Let's switch to something else right now. Annunaki, that have been controlling this planet for about 10 million years. In book number 2, I don't have that one anymore. I wish I did. Here's book number 1, Creation, Its Beginning, and Your Origin. And book number 2 is a similar picture. It's M66, but the difference in the picture is that it's purple instead of gold. Um, and it's book number 2 is Creation, Its Journey Evolving into Paradise. And that's this first book is only 134 pages. The second book is 412, and it should have been 6 books and well over 600 pages. There's so much information in there. When you start reading it, please take your time and absorb whatever you can as it comes. It doesn't matter if it takes a month or a year. Okay, a lot of people read it fast because they're so intelligent, and then they go back and it's like, wow, what? I didn't get half of that. You know, because you're skimming over to go fast. It's like a textbook, but it's like just me talking. But the editors at CreateSpace did a wonderful job blending it together to make it, easier for you to consume. But it's still not easy. They even said they tried to keep the paragraph. They like to keep the paragraphs long, but they kept them how I wrote them for the most part, because there's just too much going on in each paragraph. It's a lot of information, folks. It's your information. It's for you. It's for you to learn, for you to understand, for you to know who you are. How did this stuff start? Where the first being came from? What came first, the chicken or the egg? Folks, this stuff is simple. It's so simple. All you need is the map to look at, and you can see where you're going. You can see where you started, and you can see how everything got you. The journey, you see how you got where you're at now. And then a little bit in there about what's going to happen. That's why I'm so anxious to get out of here. Next month is when a little more stuff starts happening. And there's stuff going on right now. Let's talk about the Annunaki that run this planet. I think I said that a few minutes ago. I don't ever get off track. I stay off track, okay? I'm all over the place, and I can't help it because I am literally all over the place. It's hard for my human brain to focus on a general short section because it's all over the place. There's no way the human brain can comprehend looking at everything at one time. It's impossible. I can't wait to get out of this thing. Anyway, I've talked for a long time now about the what do we call them? The Anunnaki resistance that's here on this planet. Anunnaki, Serpoians. They have people from their planet, their home people. They have them prisoners, made prisoners here on this planet. That's stopping. That's stopping. I've been personally involved with that stuff for a while. There's a barrier that's in southern San Francisco. Okay, that this is going to come into play soon. It's already going on now. There was a large ship in space, a large one. Yesterday, last night, it comes in and out. It's huge. There's some good people on there, but they're buttheads. There's it's energy, but there's more to it than that. There's actual metaphysical involvement, where there's a barrier in southern San Francisco. They go like, here's the ocean, here's the interior U.S. It just kind of goes this way. Basically, it's a little bit like this, whatever. But anyways, basically goes and separates the San Francisco area to what's below it, and it's literally south of San Francisco. Okay, that is this barrier is both physical matter, and it's also energy. Okay, and then also this metaphysical stuff going on down there. Our resistance force has been getting stronger and stronger, okay, and they've been doing some stuff with that barrier, and they have their own barrier up there too. That thing was being taken over a while back. I even mentioned in one of the videos, I literally was asked by someone that came running up to me and said, I need a little help, and I strengthened it. Expect you to believe this? No. Did it happen? Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, okay? This isn't about believing me. This is about giving you information. So anyway, so then they start our resistance force. They've been really fed a lot of good stuff here lately, good material, and I mean arms, okay, equipment, physical equipment, and they were tearing up those barriers. And a huge ship came in, just all of a sudden, poof, pops in there. It wasn't that far out in space. Okay, atmosphere, no, it was in space. But anyway, it's huge. It'll show up somewhere sometime. Um, and I'll tell you what the date was. And what is it? The fourth? I can't remember. Yeah, fourth. Yay! I remember something. Anyway, uh, then it was here in the second and the third is when it was putting out a lot of energy to help support that barrier to keep the resistance force out, and then they had to pop in and out. There's some large ships from the Federation that are here. Um, there's the blue spheres, which help protect you. Do I get pissed at them? Yeah. I get pissed at anything that's wrong against anything else. That's my job. That's what I've always been, and nothing can stop me. Back on topic. Ranting and raving. I'm tired of this stuff, folks. You have no idea what I've been doing since the very first life that Karen and I had on Gera, back when Lily and Arrow were one complete thing, with all our different focal points and everything. Anyway, so that ship pops in and out. Extremely big, extremely powerful. It's not. It's a warship, but it's more than that. Um, and it's not here to try and blow up the spheres and stuff. It's trying to maintain an alliance that it has with the things that run this planet, and it's a very shaky one. The Anunnaki that are here on the planet, running the planet. There's a civil war going on. I've already told you about that in a previous video. The Arkansas clan, the Russia clan, and then the Hawaiian clan have joined them, but the Hawaiian clan is not getting very involved with weapons and stuff. They're just it's a like we go along with you kind of thing. It's the Arkansas and Russian clan that are strong, very strong, and doing things in their areas. And they're also getting help by some other members of the Federation. They did not want me to say that, and I don't care. I don't give a damn. All the stuff is controlled on the other side anyway. You know? It's going to be made to happen. You're going to see that there are actually physical humanoid reptiles walking around, 700-800 pounds, no problem. Talk with them. They're incredibly intelligent. Damn. But anyway, and by the way, that's been you in other lives. Yep, that's been you. You've had lives as them. So when you see them, don't say, "Oh my God, what is that?" Say, "Huh, I was that once." Okay, because that's the truth. I mean, forget if you want. I call it. It's kind of weird. You meet one, and it's like, "Damn, dude, what are you, Baby Godzilla or something?" Um, but try to understand. It's just one of your friends that's in another body, different kind of body. When we're out of body, most all of us are friends anyway. Anyway, so that barrier will be broken down. There will be some earth shaking going around in southern, just south of San Francisco. They'll call it San Francisco. Your government's going to try to hold it up. The U.S. government, the Russian government, the main governments do not want the mass populace to know that they've been behind this Anunnaki control of this planet forever. Why? They couldn't do anything about it, but you know what? They could receive money. The Anunnaki that run this planet would literally just go ahead and say, "Okay, you're going to do this, and here's the money. And if you don't do it, we're going to kill you." So it's like, okay. 5:55, hard movement. My computer just kicked off, so I'd swipe it and then see the time. It's hour outside talking with me. There's something going on in San Francisco right now. Huh. Um, the barrier's getting weaker. There'll be some excitement before I get out of here. Anyway, physical world, we all need our affirmations. You know, it's just the way it is. Um, oh, okay. Something else just popped in. Anyway, so I got to get off. Um, I got to get running, but I'll put this together for you later on today and get it out to you. But physical world, we need physical affirmations. Okay. Um, you'll find out that a lot of the stuff I've told you is just true. It'll it'll bleed in, but you'll find it. It'll be laid out for you on a silver platter. Say, look, there it is, little here, little there, and then you have enough truth, enough affirmations. Then you start to eventually feel into it more. And the more you awake and go inside yourself and understand yourself and feel yourself, know yourself, then the more you can trust things that you like or don't like. Okay, then you'd be like me, go on the internet and you're just like, whoa, you know, not everything on the internet is garbage, but the internet's full of garbage. Okay, um, and that helps us build a little bit of faith in something. When you've had a friend that's been good to you for a long time and doesn't give you a hard time and doesn't abuse you, you have some pretty good faith that he's going to be, you know, helping you. That he's a positive influence in your life, not something that's negative. That can go sour. That can go sour, but you don't expect it to because it wouldn't make sense, you know. And it's a sad thing when that happens. And it with me, you know, and other people, it kind of never does. You know, stuff happens. Look, I love you all, man. Take care. Have a good one. And I'll be telling you some more stuff later. Okay, bye.